Welcome to the creative space where each stroke and each layer of color will turn simple ideas into vivid and vibrant works of art. Today we will explore together how to draw a familiar but very special fruit, the star fruit. Star fruit is not only a delicious fruit rich in vitamins, but also possesses a characteristic five-pointed shape, vibrant colors from green to yellow, and a surface texture with delicate veins, all of which are great inspirations for you to practice your observation skills. Sketch and handle colors, light as well as surface details to make them natural and vivid. In this video, I will guide you step by step from sketching the overall shape, building surface details, coloring the background, handling light and shadow until the star fruit painting looks vivid, close, but still has depth and appeal. Prepare your drawing paper, pencils, and paints and join me on this creative journey. To start, look at the overall shape of the star fruit. The star fruit has a characteristic shape with five pointed petals forming a star when viewed from the front. The body of the fruit is slightly rounded in the middle and gradually narrows towards the petals. When sketching, you should start with the overall shape, draw a light circle in the center from there, sketch the petals around. Make sure the petals are balanced in size and shape, but still keep it soft and natural. Avoid sketching too hard. If you want the picture to be more vivid, you can draw the fruit at an angle instead of looking straight. This will create a three-dimensional feeling for the picture. After sketching the overall shape, the next step is to add details on the surface of the star fruit. The surface of the star fruit is not completely smooth, often has light veins running along the petals of the fruit. The middle part of the fruit is slightly convex, and the texture has small natural spots. Sketch the veins with thin, even but gentle strokes, just suggesting the texture to make the surface look natural. You can also add a stem at the top, sketching a soft, compact but clear curve to suggest that the star fruit has just been picked from the tree. These small details will help the picture become more vivid and realistic while creating an attractive highlight for the viewer. Next, we will color the background of the star fruit. Star fruit is usually bright green when unripe or bright yellow when ripe, sometimes with a slight orange tint on the petals. Start by applying an even layer of background color across the fruit, light green if the fruit is still green or light yellow if the fruit is ripe. If using watercolors, dilute them to create a soft layer of color, keeping the transparency and softness of the fruit. If using pencil colors, paint evenly and lightly, avoiding creating hard streaks. This background color layer is an important step for you to continue creating areas of color transitions, light and shadow, thereby creating the feeling that the star fruit looks deep and vivid. Once the background color layer is stable, we continue to create depth and shadow for the star fruit. Identify the light source, for example, from the top left. The part of the fruit facing the light source will be brighter, while the parts below or between the petals will be darker. Use dark green, dark yellow, or light orange to highlight the shadow areas and blend the colors lightly to create a soft gradient. Notice how the petals are highlighted. The convex parts will be brighter, while the narrow spaces between the petals will be darker. These shadows will not only make the fruit look three-dimensional, but also add realism and life to the painting. Next, we add details of light and reflections on the surface of the star fruit. Use a lighter color or a white pen to create highlights on the convex parts of the petals where the light is stronger. You can also add thin streaks of light along the veins, suggesting a smooth and fresh surface. These details should be added subtly, not too much to avoid confusion, but enough to make the painting look lively and attractive. Next, we add the stem details and the surrounding background. The stem is usually dark green or light brown. Sketch and color it, and add gentle curves to suggest a natural connection between the fruit and the stem. If you want, you can add some fresh green leaves around it. Draw thin leaf veins to increase the feeling of liveliness and closeness. The background can use neutral or light green to highlight the star fruit and add a light shadow under the fruit to create the feeling that the fruit is resting on the surface, making the painting look more realistic. In the final step, observe the painting as a whole. Check the lines, color, light, and shadow. Edit the areas that are too bright or too dark. Emphasize the highlights, such as the light reflected on the fruit's wings, the shadow between the wings, and the stem details. When satisfied, you have completed a vivid, round, close-to-life star fruit painting that still has depth and appeal. This painting not only demonstrates drawing skills, but also helps you practice your ability to observe, handle light, and mix natural colors. You can try drawing more star fruit with different sizes, colors, and positions, stacking them on top of each other or combining them with other fruits to create rich and vivid compositions. Practicing many versions will help you master the techniques of sketching, shading, coloring, and observing details, thereby improving your creativity and practical drawing skills. Always observe the details around you, carefully experiment with different techniques and color schemes, and enjoy the joy of creating in every stroke. Thank you for accompanying me throughout this video. I wish you lots of creative inspiration and see you again in the next drawing sessions where we will continue to explore and create vivid works from nature and objects close to us. Always keep your passion, observe carefully, and experiment so that each painting becomes unique and vivid.